Hi, Lisa Carey here from Make Your Business Simple. I'm having a very good day today. The sun is shining and it's good to be where I am. Hopefully wherever you are is nice as well. Now today on the weekend I was very fortunate enough to be invited to speak at a franchisees conference. So it was a whole heap of franchisees getting all together in a conference environment, and they're a really good bunch of people. Now, one of the things that I was talking about was how you can use process to make your franchise your own. So I thought that would be a really good topic for today's 3 steps. So it's the 3 steps to making your franchise your own with using process. Now, I know there's a lot of franchisees out there that they really feel like their franchise is a little bit of a noose around their neck. They're very restricted to what they can and can't do. And as entrepreneurs and business people, some people just do not like that. And it can often end badly, lawsuits, leaving the franchise, those kinds of things. So I'm going to show you how you can take back control of your business and your franchise and actually be able to control what you can within the business. So if you think this would benefit anybody, like, comment, share it with any franchise owners, any franchisors, any small business owners. It's still applicable to them as well. And we'll get started. So 3 steps to making your franchise your own using process. Now, the first thing I would recommend for any franchisee or franchise owner to do is to identify what you do. So I would do a list of everything you do within the business, and I'm talking end-to-end: sales, accounting, service, delivery, quality, whatever the case may be. Just list everything down that you do, and then identify what your franchise, what you're obliged to do as per your franchise agreement, and then everything outside of that. Now, a good example with franchises is usually they'll let the franchise owner decide what accounting platforms to use and what systems around finance to use. I think there's liability issues there, so that's one area that franchisees can take control of themselves. The other one often is sales. They don't tell you how to go out and sell, how to do your business development management. They just sort of leave you to that. They can often give guides on how to do that. But yeah, so there's a lot, and admin actually is another one. So admin is an area that they just sort of let you do your own thing. And again, it depends on your franchise, depends on your franchise model. Some people have small operations manuals, some people have very large ones. I've actually just finished doing an operations manual for a franchisor, and yeah, it was very specific in what it needed, but there was so much outside of the scope of that agreement and that operations manual that you could take advantage of as a franchise owner. So yeah, back to the first step. So you're listing everything and you're identifying what you're obliged to do as per your franchise agreement or operations manual, and then everything else is what you can then decide how you do it. So it's good to know, because you don't want to go start changing processes that you're actually legally and contractually liable to do, or not liable, but contractually agreed to do. So it's finding the other things that you can use, so accounting and admin, those kinds of things. Now, step 2, once you have identified everything that falls outside the gambit of your franchise agreement, you then look at what needs a process or system. Like, what have you already got? Ask people what needs improving, and so you should then start to define your list even further. I would start to prioritize things that need doing, so things of importance, things that have financial consequences, things that aren't working well. They're the things that I would prioritize up the top. Now, you can prioritize everything, that's great. If you want bites, and do it in bite-sized chunks if you don't. So just pick the 3 most important things in your business that you want to put processes around. And again, that could be compliance related, finance related, regulatory bodies. It could be your contracts, your sales, wherever the important areas are for you. So ask people in your business if you have any. Look at your finances to see what's happening, and just prioritize. Now the third step, which is probably the longest step, is to then create the processes. So first thing that you do is you sort of know the process that needs improving or needs a system or process around it. So now you need to understand how you actually currently do that. So again, find out exactly how you do it from end to end. Ask people, sit with them, do it yourself, however you want to do it, that's up to you. You then want to identify how you want to do it. So again, you're understanding, okay, we're doing it this way, I'd really like to do it this way. So understanding where you want it to be, and then finally bridging that gap. So listing then, what do I need to do to get from A to B? So to get from where you currently are to where you want to be. And then just start doing it. So they're the 3 steps. It sounds pretty simple, but in summary, 3 steps are: list out what you do, break it up into what you can take control of and what you can't take control of. Because don't get into any trouble over this. You want to be able to take control of things that are within your control, and make you really feel invested in the business that you're running. And the second step was look at what needs doing or improving, what's important to you, and prioritize it. And then the third one is to go and actually create those processes. And then you will have a business that you feel is yours. You do have the operations manual that you're sitting there. That's a gift. Those processes, they're tried and true from a franchise. That's what you're paying for. But everything else is totally up to you, and you get to decide on that yourself. So if you think this would be valuable to anybody, franchise owners, franchisors, small business owners, please share it with them, and like and comment. So thank you and good luck.